The PS3 Xbox 360 generation was teeming with FPS games of various quality and importance. It was a time of revolution in the genre, but also a time filled with a lot of genericness and rivalry. Everyone knows Mario vs. Sonic, but a huge portion of my gaming memories were filled with Call of Duty vs. Battlefield. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare may have changed the public perception of what a multiplayer shooter could be, but Battlefield Bad Company 2 changed my perspective of what a multiplayer shooter could be. COD 4 was the trendsetter, but Bad Company 2 was the life changer. Let's start with the meat of the Battlefield franchise, the multiplayer. What Bad Company 2 brought to the table was a toned-down, more simplified Battlefield experience. No jets here, the only aircraft available are attack and transport helicopters. Famed game mode Conquest is still here, but the game mode Rush takes center stage, providing more linear map progression, bottlenecking the action in specific hotspots that make every match intense and chaotic. Add the new layer of destructibility from the Frostbite 1.5 engine, and there's a recipe for not only cinematic multiplayer matches, but an infinitely replayable FPS sandbox. Bad Company 2 is sort of an oddity among Battlefield's console releases, since Bad Company 2 relies more on team and squad cooperation more than any other game in the franchise. The game's slower and more methodical pace forces teammates to cooperate and formulate strategies based around their squad makeup. Squad mates can spawn on each other just like in newer Battlefield games, but due to Bad Company 2's more chaotic nature, communication is more essential than ever before or since. Just watch the Squad Stories trailers. Yeah, they're cinematic and scripted, but they represent the kind of thing players should expect or should have expected when jumping into an online match. The campaign of Bad Company 2 also marks a high point for the series. Obviously, the game being an FPS, the levels will be linearly designed. No alternate paths or decisions to be made, but the weapons, vehicles, and tactics that get the player from point A to point B are completely up to player choice. Even some of the more scripted levels can have a sandbox feeling due to the dynamic destruction and open level design. Normally, vehicle sections can feel clunky or break up the pacing, but they feel right at home in Bad Company 2's campaign. The narrative itself is amplified by awesome cinematic cutscenes and tone-setting music and dialogue. Some of the writing could be considered dated by today's standards, but the characters of Bad Company are charming and provide some memorable moments. Each of the squad mates undergo progression throughout the journey, making the globe-trotting adventure feel like a real, well, adventure.
That is the greatest thing I have ever seen in my entire life.
Let's just go get the damn satellite.
I love Battlefield. I played every single one since Bad Company 1, and I've enjoyed pretty much all of them, yes, even Hardline. But Bad Company 2 is a truly special game, not just due to its quality, but due to its personal significance. This is one of those games that I played in that 2009-2010 time period that changed the way I looked at gaming as a whole. I love the two games I've covered already in Love Letter, but Bad Company 2 is just on another level. The general gaming public may not remember it as fondly as I, but the core Battlefield community reveres it as it is, a classic.